What is going on, guys? It's been a really long time since my last mock video. However, we have one today and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. So today we have a simple clone base that is on the side of a mountain here, dug in with a turbo tank coming out of it, which is the main focus, which is the main thing that I wanted in it. We have like an LAAT, an ATT, and then the droids. We have some more like droid ships and stuff. Not ships, but like tanks and whatnot. So I want to start on one side. We'll start with the droids first, and then just work our way over what's going on. So starting back here, I wanted to put like a little river, at least somewhere. It's not really crazy, but I always like to have some sort of a river in a mock. And over here, nothing really too crazy. We just have we have one little spider droid crossing the water. We have two droids on a staff, and then we have a 4-foot Lions tank right here, just going alongside this MTT. And I finally was able to get an MTT. I'm really excited about that. Unfortunately, it's not one of the early 2000 ones, but it's alright. I still like the way it looks. And nothing really too crazy back here. Just a ton of commando droids. I figured I could put some like commando droids, making it look like they're on like getting ready for a mission. And then we have General Grievous right here too, as you can see. And then we have like droid reinforcements in the back, along with another spider droid and Turbo Lions tank. And then we just have an AAT back here. Overall back here, just nothing too crazy, just like behind the front lines of the droids where they kind of command, they tend to command. You're usually like, and especially in the Clone Wars, you see like droids, tanks, and like the command in the back. Then over here we have like the front of the droid attack, so the main part of it. There's like 4 lines of just regular droids, and then 2 lines of super battle droids. And then back here, whatever, I have a little droid like carrier thing from, I forget the exact name, but I have another droid carrier from like 2010. And then over here we have some jungle droids just engaging 212. But other than that, for the droids, that's pretty much it. There's just the homing spider droid. And then there's just a lot of like vines and whatnot. And there's a staff that got exploded right here. Sorry, my camera's really shaky. But there's a staff that I had exploded. I really wanted to have like something that was gonna be there. At first I was gonna put like 3 clones and then like an ATRT, and then I was like, you know what, I think the staff works really well. So that's pretty much it for the droids. And now we can move on to the clones. Okay, so for the clone side of things, I generally keep like, I like to throw in a lot of different clone like legions. So like in this one I have the 501st, the 212th, the 332nd, or 337th, I think. I forget what Ava Security's division's called. Galactic Marines, and then Mace Windu's Purple Soldiers. Honestly, I forget what they're called too. But over here, there's like the base which is on like the side of a mountain, on top of a mountain, and then a like little garage thing where the tank is coming out from. And I wanted to have it look like they're all pouring out. So just really looking at like a lot of these troopers, it's really just like what we normally see in Star Wars, just a bunch of clones following Rex, Ahsoka, and Anakin, which you can kind of see right here. I included this one like clone medic here. He's like kind of like, I wanted to make him like, he's just like a custom one I have with custom arms, custom legs, and all that. And then we just have like the rest of the clones just following them on this side, and then we'll get to the 212th who's over here in a minute. And then back here we have like just like a second line, like a clones just getting ready for like a second wave. right here, I thought it'd be really cool if I could use like any and all of the like custom stuff that I have to put on 2 regular clone troopers and just make them look like super decked out. So we have like 1 clone captain and then just like some dude following him right here, which I think is really cool. And let's get to the 212 over there. So over here on the side of the 212, I just wanted to have a very similar idea as what we see here. I was knocked over this. Over here with just clones pouring out, and that's what we kind of have. Just are all like in front of this ATT, and there's just like a whole like platoon following Obi-Wan. Even though Obi-Wan's typically like in the top part, but over here we just have a Commander Cody leading his troops, and that's pretty much it. They're just getting ready to engage these droids just in the middle of this battle, and yeah, so that's pretty much it for the exterior. And now we can move into the interior of the base. So for this side of the base, we kind of just have like the top, and right here I have like just like 2 turbo cans or whatever you call them. And they're just really like just firing away at the droids. And then there's on the side of this like building is really where there are like pipes running along it, little thing here, and then just the detail on the top. And then above the actual base is like a little landing pad where we have Anakin's ship, and I just thought it'd be cool to have it. And there's just like some antennas and whatnot on either side. Other than that, that's really it for over here. And then on this side, I'll try to make it on this side of the base, we just have like a little command station, the hollow table, then the computer system there, and then just all having it being like run by the by Mace Windu's clones. I keep forgetting the Legion they're in, but that's pretty much it. And then over here also we have like an LAAT that just landed, and then Ava Secura walking out with reinforcements. And then if we come over here to this side, walking out with the gunship to meet Ki-Adi-Mundi and Commander Ricardo, just like as reinforcements. And then down, if we go below here, below the base itself, we can kind of see like this little underpart with like tanks, where the turbo tank was, and then this clone fighter tank is. I forget the actual name of this, to be honest. But I wanted to have like clones like loading up into it. And then over here is like a door to go outside where there's clones following, and then you go out here, we just have clone reinforcements over here, and a few jet troopers, and like a little fuel thing. So nothing too crazy. And then that's pretty much it for the bottom, and then we'll go into the top part of the base. So the one thing I really wanted to include in this mock was a Lego gym, because I have messed around with designs. So right here we have a clone, a 501st trooper just like lifting a weight, and then we have another trooper bench pressing right here. In this design, I think it looks actually really nice. Then back here for all my gym goers, there's a squat rack and a pull-up bar, and then 2 more dumbbells, and then just a little like spot, a little armory, restroom, but like barracks, almost looking thing. And then down here on this level we have actually I'll open this up. So on this side of the mod, on this part of the base, it's really just a little command center with Mace Windu and his commander in this little room. Then there's really just a command table back there, and some more like computer stations. Nothing really too crazy. I mean, I really like the designs that are I designed some of the tables. I wish you could kind of see them better. And then on this room is a little medical bay with 2 bacta tanks, and then 2 tables. I'll move this up the way. 2 tables, and the clone just laying there. Clone officer got wounded. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this outpost base looking thing. But we'll get into the rest of the mock now. So that's pretty much it for the rest of the mock. One other thing I did want to point out, I don't know if I did it right, but this custom like anti-aircraft cannon I made, I really like the design of this. I couldn't really like figure out what I wanted to do with it, but I really like the way the arms look and how they can raise. It took a while to come up with this design, but I really do like the way it turned out. And I mean, honestly, overall, this is probably one of my favorite mocks, just because I like how you can kind of see both sides like clashing at each other. And I mean, yeah, the building design to like these little extra things look pretty good. And I'm glad it's not just blank building, which is a design I've done before, unfortunately. So it's getting better, and I'm happy to see that. But overall, I think that this was a really good mock, probably one of my favorite ones to make, and hopefully I'll continue to do more stuff like this in the future. And that's gonna wrap us up for today. So I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.